So this is crazy, and if you're going to college or you have someone who is going to college, this is crazy. Now, I know the headline says 375 million, but as you'll find out later on, $6.5 billion of foreign funding has gone through our universities and has been unreported and has in no way, shape, or form offset or reduced tuition cost for American students. $6.5 billion, and the Department of Education is now asking these universities, why are they getting all this money? But none of it has been reported as required by law, and all this funding has in no way, shape, or form offset or reduced tuition cost for United States tuition. There's something fundamentally wrong with that. And secondly, why aren't they reporting it? If it's required by law and there's nothing going on and it's just a donation, why are they not reporting it? There's something more to this. But I'm going to read what we have so far. Harvard and Yale are under fire from the Department of Education for receiving $375 million in foreign funding from places like China, Saudi Arabia. But the Department of Education is asking them and sent them a letter demanding records and wondering why none of that foreign cash appears to reduce tuition for U.S. students. And why, when they are required to report any donations or gifts or contracts over a value of $250,000, have they not reported it? Yeah, sounds like something's going on there. Harvard University and Yale University are the targets of a new federal investigation, an ongoing probe that claims schools across the United States have failed to disclose some $6.5 billion in foreign funding. And none of that could lower the tuition at all. In fact, tuition only goes up. Sounds a little greedy and sounds a little underhanded and under the table and like there's something more going on there. And I think we're going to find something more is going on there. Like perhaps things like we're going to find out countries that are hostile against the United States that they have received funding for doing things such as, propaganda stuff on colleges and have told the colleges, hey, you know what, we will only give you this large funding if you, kind of try to keep it under the table or something. I wouldn't be halfway surprised. Not even a quarter of the way surprised. The Department of Education, in letters to the two schools dated on Tuesday, demanded records detailing any foreign contacts with a number of foreign countries and entities. This is about transparency, said U.S. Secretary of Education Betsy DeVos in a statement. If colleges and universities are accepting foreign money and gifts, their students, donors, and taxpayers deserve to know who and how much. Moreover, it's what the law requires. And if it is what the law requires, and it makes sense, everybody knows that any amount, you go to a bank, any amount over $9,999.99 is, you got to report it, you got to track it, it red flags it, taxes. I don't see how the universities could claim any kind of ignorance, and besides, ignorance is no plea to begin with anyways. But there's something there. Why aren't they? If the law requires it, why aren't they disclosing it? Because if they disclosed it, American people would be like, well, why is your tuition so high there, huh? How money pants? How money pants? If you're getting $6.5 billion from foreign countries, what are they paying for? What are they getting for all that money? What are you doing for them? And why are you still charging us so much? $6.5 billion. Well, do foreign students get a break because of that? If Saudi Arabia gives you $10 million, is that an agreement that Saudi Arabian students' tuition is lower or offset or something? What's the deal? What's going on? I'm curious. I want to know. I went to college. I have student loans. Jesus. I'd be very curious to wonder if my tuition was too high because you guys are greedy sons of people. Section 117 of the Higher Education Act requires American Title IV eligible colleges and universities to report gifts and contracts with any foreign source that exceed $250,000 in value and disclose any foreign ownership or control twice each year. Department officials accused the schools of actively soliciting money from foreign governments, companies, and nationals known to be hostile to the United States and potentially seeking to steal research secrets and spread propaganda benefiting foreign governments, according to a document reported by the Wall Street Journal, which first reported the probe. Okay, many issues on many levels. Let's say that I'm a government that is hostile to the United States, and I want to get spies embedded into the United States. How would I do it? Okay, well, I'll tell you what. If I go to college, and I say, you know what? I'm going to donate $20 million to you. You want that library fixed? You want that? You want that? You want that? How bad do you want those? $20 million. Okay, $20 million. But here's the deal. I have a friend who has a son who wants to go to college to learn blank. This $20 million, I want you to guarantee he'll get into your college. Meanwhile, I'm like, this guy isn't my friend's son, but yeah, we're sure going to make it look like that. I mean, just a scenario. I could see all kinds of problems with it. The department, money. People break the law for money. People give trade secrets for money. Universities are no different. Universities are not some bastion of, perfect humanity. They are not non-human. They're all humans. And what are humans? Greedy. The department also noted that although foreign cash appears to flow to the nation's richest universities, such money apparently does not reduce or otherwise offset American students' tuition cost. So we may have all been paying a whole lot for tuition when we shouldn't have been? What? That's crazy. Harvard and Yale told the Journal that they are working on responses to the education department. You're working on responses. Why are you working on responses? Shouldn't you just have the response? I mean, shouldn't you just be able to tell the truth and spit it out and be like, here's the truth? Why you got to work on a response? And how long is it going to take you to come up with this response? In a letter to Harvard posted on the Department of Education website, the department asked the school to disclose any records of gifts or contracts involving the governments of China, Qatar, Russia, Saudi Arabia, and Iran. And also there's suspicions that they've been working with WOWI, ZTE, Kaspersky Labs, and Skolkovo Foundation of Russia, all of which are questionable as to are they stealing secrets, technology secrets. In a separate letter to Yale, the department demanded records regarding gifts from Saudi Arabia, China, and its telecom giants and others. The department accused Yale of failing to disclose at least $375 million in foreign funding from 2014 to 2017 when the school filed no disclosure forms. So they didn't file anything, and they got $375 million and stuck it in their pocket and did God knows what with it and got God knows what for it. No foreign government in the world, and if you think that the foreign governments are just altruistic and I want to donate $375 million to Yale University out of the goodness of my heart, because I hate the United States, but I love Yale University, then you got another thing coming. Nobody gives that much money without wanting something in return, some sort of consideration, some sort of fast track, some sort of whatever, something. So what did they get for their $375 million? What did they buy? What did they get? And how come the American students' tuition didn't go down? It should have. It should have. The Department of Education shouldn't be greedy and looking after money. They're supposed to be there to educate our best and our brightest and our future. The department accused the university, as well as others, as multi-billion-dollar multinational enterprises using opaque foundations, foreign campuses, and other sophisticated legal structures to generate revenue, which absolutely, 100%, of course they do. Of course they do. Universities have a lot of reach. They have a lot of money. They have a lot of influence. The schools refuse to disclose the information requested by the Department of Education. The matter can be referred to the Justice Department for civil or criminal action. Whew. What do you think? Do you think that a foreign government has given our top universities in the United States $6.5 billion collectively over, however many governments and however many universities. $6.5 billion out of the goodness of their heart, or did they buy something for that money? And if they bought something for that money, do you care what they bought for that money? I mean, I do, because these are the places, these are supposed to be the bastions in which our best and brightest go to become our best and brightest for the future. So wouldn't it stand to reason that we should know what foreign countries, some that might be hostile to the United States, are buying with $6.5 billion? What if they're literally buying our future? Molding our college students with propaganda? I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it in the least. But give me your thoughts and your opinions, because they matter. And remember, dissenting opinions are cool, man. You should always hear dissenting opinions and reply to it in a rationed, reasoned way with logic and truth and fact, and stay away from personal attacks. Challenge your belief system. It's the only way that you're going to know that your belief system is correct. And always go into it with the ability of saying, hey, you know what? If someone changes my mind, then they change my mind. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.